Insert lore here. Fix it tip number 46. Oh, these are still running. That's a miracle. And they're like at 80% or something like that. And I think it's because the bauxite is not coming in at 600. I think that's like the only reason. I mean, it's like 85, 84, 85, 85, yeah, so 85%. What would that... be in terms of 510-ish coming in? I mean, that's believable. I've seen numbers like that when checking this in the past. It always seems to round to like the nearest 60, and then if you like re-examine it, it kind of like bumps up its opinion. So it'll be like when this empties. I assume that the storage chest here is just completely empty. Yeah, it's just passing right through that. Also, why is this not powered? That was clearly a mistake, but no real consequence. So yeah, once that empties out, and then these stop coming, eventually the machines will like empty out, and... Hey, what's up, Blue? They'll halt for a little bit, and then that's where we get this dip in efficiency. Oh, and I see the efficiency is like going up as we like near the point where it's about to halt again, because it's been active for a good while since the train has come. But yeah, there we go. The bauxite has stopped coming in. And then after a couple more crafts, this is gonna just stop. But then the bauxite will come in and it'll start back up again and everything will be fine. So... I think for now I can kind of just ignore that problem and move on to working on the quartz stuff. So I need to do... a few things here. First thing that I want to do is, Tester was mentioning that we weren't uploading silica from anywhere, so I can at least have something temporarily doing that while this is in progress. I'm not actually sure how far out we can go, but there's a lot of room. There's a lot of room. Plus, I'm like all the way at the water level. There's a lot of room. Yeah. Okay, so first things first. Everything's halted here. Yeah, awesome. Oh yeah, we are definitely low on Mercer spheres. Oh my god. Every time. Okay, so that's going now. Oh yeah, and the machines all just started back up because the bauxite shipment came back in, I guess? Yeah, this is going up. So this dropped down to around 80%, maybe a little lower. And again, that's like an average of what was before and what comes after. So it's probably more like somewhere in between there. I mean, my guess is that if it's coming in at around 500, like it kind of seems to, it's going to be like 83%. And this is, yeah, I mean, that seems like somewhere around the average of what the efficiencies are between the stop points and the go points. So that kind of adds up. But the important thing is that this is still running, and it's been like a day. I think test run was on earlier for a while. And I changed the piping here. Like, it took me like 2 minutes this morning. I was like, I'm gonna get on, change the piping, and see if it like holds up. And it's holding up. But I'll have to clean it up and stuff later. For now, let's quickly feed the machines. Also, I think I want to put a power switch on this like whole factory just because I can. Like, it is nicely sectioned off here. Okay, no. This wire would be a problem. That needs to be powered no matter what. What's up, Num? So I'd like to believe that a second train is the fix to the bauxite, but I don't know how to like do that. Oh shoot. Didn't shut the power off. So does this like start filling again, or... Oh my god, I went way too far. Oh yeah, everything is off. Literally everything is like drained because, like I said, test run was just sitting on earlier, I think, and that has definitely caused everything to dry up. That's fine. Wait, where are all my empty... There's only 100 here. There's only 41 here, and then there's only 50 in my inventory, so why is this... Did that nitrogen get disconnected somehow? Hard to say by looking at that what's going on, really. Oh. There's the rest of them. Oh, maybe there's some in here too. No. Okay, so yeah, the rest of them are just waiting on probably aluminum sheets. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so let's get aluminum sheets. This is gonna be like my last... The last time I can really do this, though, before getting the real bauxite running, because I kind of stopped doing the manual bauxite spot. This should start running again. Yeah, it will, eventually. What else is, like, important? Motors, probably. There's like almost certainly a bunch of places that need cables, so since that's here, let's take care of that. Supercomputers don't actually need many because I'm not running supercomputers. I'm not really running quartz oscillators either. Computers, though, have still been... yeah, that's one of the bottlenecks here. Holy crap, those ran out, like, together. That is really surprising. Shoot. Oh yeah, that sucks. If I had got here, like, 40 seconds earlier, I would have been able to empty this, and then the train would have come with a full, like, another batch for me. Should have been very convenient. Oh well. I mean, I'll take, like, some for supercomputers, but... that's, honestly, it's not going to be running. I mean, I could... I guess I'll take some computers, too. That's fine. That's annoying. That's dead. That is never, literally not once been refilled. Oh, holy crap. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah. I'm just not making more of the... I'm gonna start wanting to, but for now it's fine. Alright. And I bet this is out. That could use some too, yeah. Let's get pipes. I think the main thing that needs pipes is the motors. That's gonna need wire as well. Oh, yeah, it's actually, it needs more wire than pipes. That's surprising. I can put the remainder of the pipes somewhere else, I guess. Sure. Okay. Why is this, like, even still here? Also, this is, like, hilariously bad. I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, this was supposed to be a temporary factory at some point. From someone. You know what they say? Factories are often the most permanent. Alright, let's check up on the aluminum. Is there still scrap waiting to go? Yes, blocked by the silica, which is good. Yeah, there's still like some to something to go here. Oh. I can move those over. The casing chest is probably full again, and if it is, I'll just want to get some bronze ingots and make plates instead, because those are going to be more useful. Like, so much casing. Way more casing than like any idea what to do with. I'm not going to be moving any casing. And in fact, yes, this is already clogged. This is very much fun. So let's get some bronze ingots. I'll grab some of this crap. I don't need a full inventory, unfortunately. But I started this stream saying I was going to finally build the aluminum, and I'm just been sitting here running around feeding machines again. Everything is super drained, so it's worth doing, but the goal pretty soon here is going to be to make it so that I do not need to do this anymore, but there's a lot here. Oh, and I had one more thing that I wanted to do. God, this is running. That's insane. Man. Okay, well, so apparently Encased Industrial is like a massive bottleneck, so that should help in the slightest of bits. Okay. Back to the aluminum factory. For real this time. That's just a tree. Okay. Okay, so now I should be able to safely disconnect. One of those spots. Power switch. Okay, let me quickly flip this over here. Okay. Oh wait, no, this was still connected, so I actually never lost power. No, that's a lie. No. Yeah, no, actually everything was connected the whole time. Okay. Somehow I managed to, like, do that flip-flop switcheroo without ever losing power. Somewhat unintentionally, but, you know, whatever works. Okay. So this is where Quartz is hiding. And I need to constructorize it. Okay, so here's the maths. We've got 3 of these that are spitting out at 300 a minute. Which means there's 900 a minute. But, well, okay, there's a few things. So there's assembler, production, assembler. So we look at this thing as the recipe for, oh god. Ingots are in a foundry, okay. Fair enough. Aluminum ingot. We have 90 a minute and 75 a minute, which means that 900 a minute is 750 a minute, right? So I need 750 silica a minute. However, we're already getting some. We're getting 41.667 times 6, which should be 250. Yeah. There's 250 silica coming out as a byproduct here. So we really only need 500 to be made. But there's two like caveats. One is that these machines, I'm just not gonna assume that they run at full efficiency. I'm gonna assume that they run at like at least 90, but I'm not gonna assume they run at full. So that means we're getting less silica. But then on the other hand, that also means we're getting less scrap. The efficiency should improve when we're getting the bauxite and the coal at the rates we need. But regardless, I think I'm gonna try to do is make like a little more than 500, but not like 750 here. But then make sure to have a sink for overflow so that it doesn't spiral out of control. So what are numbers that would, like, make any sense? We're talking silica. Okay, these make 37.5 a minute by default, so... interrupt this regularly scheduled me actually building a factory by me talking to the ma'am for the 5,000th time. Unable to scan, okay, that's good news. Okay. Silica, 37.5, so target is like 550 at least. 37.5, let's try 16. That's too much. I could underclock, I guess, but what's the point? Did I break the MAM? Kind of. Yeah. You go to the... we haven't, like, selected hard drive categories for, like, anything here, so... this window thinks it's as tall as all of the hard drive, like, options right now, of which there are probably about 50. It's about 50, give or take. I obviously can't see them, and there's no scroll bar, but this window thinks it's the height of, like, all of these things. The whole thing. And since the normal elements are, like, centered, that means they're down, like, 2 screens off the bottom of the screen right now. And once the window has, like, gotten to this size, it doesn't, like, shrink again. Now, on the other hand, the reason I can't scan any more hard drives is because there's literally no more recipes to get options for. So until we start to take alternate recipes from the list, there will be no more scanning of hard drives. So the one good thing is that you can still do a search and then it like fixes the window. No more rewards available. Yeah. But these are clearly the ones that we unlocked recently, because this had happened before as well. So these are like all the diamond recipes, I'm pretty sure. Turbo fuel to make diamonds, awesome! And it's packaged too. I don't know, this might be good news for a particle accelerator, but Test Runner might be interested in this one, I don't know. We'll have to look at these. Quartz, huh? I can only assume that, like, any of these recipes are better than just normal quartz recipe, but... okay, so yeah, I could run just 16 of these. That wouldn't be too crazy. What would be the input? 22.5? Yeah, I mean, we've got that easy. We've got, like, 5 times that. And 12 is, like, clearly too little. It's almost enough. And then, like, all the numbers between 12 and 16 are bad. So, yeah, 16... potentially with underclocking, I guess. Or I could do, like, 15 and... manifold it, but... which I guess would be fine. We have the quartz is coming in at like a ridiculous pace. So what would it be quartz cost-wise? Some very strange number. Yeah, I think I'll do 16. It'll be fine. It's like a bit more than maybe I would have wanted, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so I think I'll just do that here. Kind of like right here. I can do rows or I can do heights. Or I could do one long row of 16. That is also an option. Oh, but I need to have room for 8 of these if I'm gonna do that. Doesn't fit. Yeah. Meh. exercise my right to just build this all by hand right now. Will I regret it? Maybe. $360, huh? These are too close. I mean, they're not actually, but I don't trust it. Could have stood to build this out a little further. Oh well. So I said 360. Should I do some like really fancy crap to make that like exact, or that's just an awful idea? Actually, that would be pretty easy to do, though. Ah. Okay, so far so good. In some ways. The entrance on this is probably bad, though. I want it on the back. Okay. And I just need to build this all again up a floor. Hopefully I can do it a little bit better when there's less, like, crap in the way. But that is assuming there's less crap in the way. It's not clipping anything, is it? It is. Well, probably don't need that exact tile. Honestly, good enough. Alright, let's set these all. Paste. 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 Okay, so should this factory be powered by the priority switch? I think no. I think this should be powered by the main power, because I think I'm gonna want this to run regardless of whether or not I think that shutting off the aluminum is a good idea. Not that I really have any, I don't like have any plans to shut off the aluminum, but I noticed a large system on a single power line and I figured I could break it out. Alright, what are we looking for here? I'm gonna need 16 of these, so we're talking about this one. Rest in peace, all that quartz. Okay, so far so good. Wish I had a good way to, like, know that this was lined up exactly, like, above the other one. Was this one in a good, like... No. I didn't put any of these at the corner of foundations. Like, no way to tell. Alright, this is definitely wrong. Well, actually, no. This does line up like that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think that's right. Nice. Okay. Those are all doing silica now. Something was wrong here. Why are there 7 on this line? Oh, is it because it's hooked up to the power cable? Yeah, maybe that's just how it works. Okay. Fair enough. It wasn't really important, but I was just trying to make sure that nothing was wrong. Alright, let's connect these up. Can't tell if that's the right height or not. It was not. It'd be awesome if you could, like, be like, please lower that thing I just placed by one. Now we're talking. Okay. Now to wire up the inputs. Oh wait. What am I doing? Oh shoot. Wait, I did it again. That's not a straight belt. Build mode, NA. That was weird. Dang it. 2 for 2 and not getting that right. Okay. Yeah. Well, now that I have a hunch that this is, like, all working, I am actually going to cut power to it so that we're not getting a bunch of, like, waste that I can't deal with. And then I'm gonna hook it all up into something real, I guess. I don't know if we're getting copper or not. Quartz. Coal. Copper. Yeah, okay. Excellent. is extremely good. But the question is, what ratio is, like, correct? And the answer, I, of course, have absolutely no idea. Yeah, that pretty beautifully just cut off all of the power. Except for this thing. What is going on here? Oh yeah, I was supposed to, like, delete these. These are all, like, not real. Well, I'll clean that up later. That's not a real... It's not really a big deal. It would be nice if I could power the sinks, though, until I've, like, sunk everything, at least. How do you suppose I could manage that? One power pull down. Two power pull down. Okay, yeah, the silica is slowly draining away. Alright, that's good. Alright, and then I want to turn this around, because it's, like, kind of all backwards. Unfortunately. I don't know if this is gonna connect now that it's, like, already, like, weird. Did that just, like, build it there, or did it actually connect? I'm gonna delete it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Like, I could test it, but I could also just not test it and rebuild it. Looks better anyway. Okay. And then we'll do some kind of merge. Wait, can I actually just merge that in here? Oh, that's slick. Heck yeah. Okay. So now let's deal with these. I said it was 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright. So this is like the sweet spot here, basically. Whoa. Wait, do I need to like double... How do I do this? Okay, well here's one thing that I probably should do just to be safe. Is put a buffer here. It'll like... I mean, there's gonna be a sink, so it's like not a problem, but... This will give us all peace of mind or something. Eh. Oh, no. Yes. Yes. I do want a buffer, but not for safety. For having the silica. Okay, so this will be a smart splitter. Okay. Wait, did I really put this in the wrong way? I spent like 3 minutes just staring at this spot and then I rotated it the wrong direction. There we go. Okay, so this is overflow. This is normal flow. Then... drop down a sink. And... another smart splitter. And then a chest. And then on top of that chest, a magical chest. We set... Okay, this needs power. So the almighty Mega Pull can do that. And then... this is overflow, and this is normal. So now... the overflow from the system is going to fill this storage container, which is going to fill the uploader. When the uploader is full, this chest will fill, which means that like as we start taking things out of the uploader and using them in construction, anything in the chest will just instantly fill it. Because this is definitely not producing at the rate that this thing can fill in overflow. But what? we're also probably not going to be building at the rate that this thing can fill. Yeah, there we go. So, with that all connected, I can actually hook this up now. And I'm going to do that in probably the weirdest way possible. This is, like, extremely unnecessary, just for the record. What? What? Why couldn't I build that one? Whatever. Dang it. Okay, and this, like, actually really, truly is gonna make this go. And we'll see that this, like, starts to back up. Yeah, okay, so this has, like... this has limited the flow of this pipe to be exactly 360, which is how much quartz is needed for this system, which means that any leftover quartz that we want can be used at, like, a maximum rate. I have no idea what we need the quartz for, but it's good. It's all good. Are we getting anything from upstairs? We are. Okay. Okay. Now I make ingots. Ingot, ingot, ingot. I'm gonna drop this down even though it's not where I actually want it. Wait. Right. Yeah. Yeah, this is all good now. Alright. Foundries, up next. I could stand to blueprint some of this, but here we are. Okay, changed my mind. Push it over to where I thought I was going to put it before. 9E. Alright. So what are we talking about here? Aluminum ingot. These need to feed at 90 a minute, which is a lot. These need to feed at 75 a minute, which is a lot. Wait, was I supposed to underclock these? I think so. Yes. Okay, the silica is just barely under 60 now. Aluminum is still above. Looks like this is all green here. Should probably check that that's true before the overflow fills up. Oh no, but it won't because there's a sink. Okay. Yeah, so far so good. Okay. Oh, I see what the problem is. Okay, but this is the silica, so this can go in it at one. How much is it total? 56.25 times 4. 225. Okay, so yeah, I can triple belt into this like system. Tier 3 belt, I should say. Okay, so these are all getting silica now. Ah, shoot. I forgot. Okay, it's fine. Copy this first. Everything's fine. E. Okay, so I had it as close as possible. Oh, that's strange. You move it back 1, is that enough? Yeah, that's enough to make it so that this doesn't like awkwardly clip. Wait, why did I think that feeding it in like from here was going to be correct? I went like in the wrong direction. God dang it. That's alright, I want to blueprint this anyway, so we're like figuring things out and then I can drop it in a blueprint real nice and... special, I guess? I kinda want to turn this around, I'm not gonna lie. I feel better. Okay. So I guess I'll just start by dropping the foundries. Don't know how many I can drop. Oh my god, you can fit all 4 of them? Yo, that is crazy. So what does this actually go to? 180. Okay, those are nice numbers, I guess. heck is this clipping? With all due respect, I think you're just wrong, game. I think you're just wrong. Okay, that clips the building though, so that's kind of fair. But it doesn't really. Yeah, this is acceptable. Okay, so that should be the top floor, like, done correctly this time. Alright, and I decided we can, like, very easily, safely just use a tier 3 belt to get out of here. Okay, they didn't need to be tier 3s out of the things, though. I mean, they can be. But it's a bit overkill. Okay, none of the buildings seem to have inputs or outputs when I hover on. This isn't quite what I want though. Shoot. There we go. Okay, so this is going to line up directly with that, and then everything else can, like, follow however it needs to. Power, I guess? Well, if it's broken, I'll fix it. Okay. We can clear this, like, whole mess out, though. And then I guess just build one of these things. This is backwards. It's completely backwards. There we go. Okay. That connects like that. That connects to that. And then... this goes here. And then it's going to split out into the different components or whatever. Wait, what tier belt do I need for each of these? Silica is coming in at... I did this math once before and I forgot that. I still don't know what that does. I keep like accidentally doing this like magic ping and I... don't know what buttons I'm pressing to do it. Usually happens when I'm like Alt-Tab but don't mean to. I already forgot what the numbers were. 56.2. Oh shoot, did I copy this? Oh, I did. Okay, yeah, I can tier 3 about that. No problem. That's very good because I don't want to waste industrial beams. Okay, and then I just need to build, 2 more of those, and then I need to process them, and then... oh my god. Alright, well, for now, let's sink it. One step at a time here. Or bottle it up for safekeeping. Either way. It's gonna heckin' fill though if I do that. It's alright, I can... well, yeah, what am I gonna do with it? Like, really? Let's just sink it. Okay, that's one down. Oh, and I can do this, like, magic thing. Delete mode, R, blueprint, middle click. Aw, yeah. Okay. This isn't even, like, remotely close. Let's try that again. That should be... crap. That should be better. Oh, maybe not. Nope. F, R, down, middle click. What a pain in the butt. Okay. That should be close. Again, let's hop up on here, turn around, look down, look up. There we go. And then I think this is right. Okay. Connect the aluminum scrap. Connect the aluminum scrap. Connect the silica. Did not do anything. There we go. Connect the silica. Holy crap. Okay. And then, yeah, we sink this. For now. Hopefully not for long. Player's in the way. Get out of the way, player. What the heck do you think you're doing? Okay. And these all, like, are good, right? They look potentially okay. Alright. I think we hook up the silica and then run power. Get to that as fast as possible. Alright, everything's running. You can see scrap going out. These lights look all green. How much did this box end up filling in the time that I... Oh, completely. Excellent. Okay, so let's just look at one of these. There is something I'm missing here. There is something missing. I mean, in theory it shouldn't be a problem, but... I really should put a smart splitter on the scrap output and sync any overflow with that as well. Right now, these are like exact. It keeps jumping back down to 15 like every... or 16, I mean. No, it's slowly gaining. The silica's fine. Even if this completely fills up, then it'll end up pushing back and, you know, going into this sink. So that's all good. Rest in peace, all these ingots. Okay, let's make sure that the other ones are all... all hunky-dory. I think this is just the startup cost, because it took the silica a bit more time to get over here than the first group. Like, this one is probably also, like, yeah, a little lower even. But that's fine. They're definitely running. You can tell that the inputs are, like, good. The aluminum scrap is filling up, though. And if the aluminum scrap clogs, then we're in trouble. I'm not actually sure why that's filling faster than these are consuming now. I mean, I know why there's any here to begin with, because the aluminum scrap was coming in faster than the silica just on startup, but... which is fine. It's just as long as they're, like... these hover around, like, 50 or whatever and don't continue past that point, then it's not a problem. Okay, so what about these machines? Yeah, I mean, these have been just off. So this is like, these numbers are just complete garbage. I mean, I could toggle them, but that seems kind of pointless. Okay, but then how about the silica overflow? I can make sure this isn't backing up on any of these machines. No, that should be good. That's outputting immediately. This one's also fine. And then... oh god, I'm stuck. This seems to be merging in safely. And it's definitely not... oh, there is a little bit of overflow, which is what you would expect. You expect just a little bit, because I'm making... what was it, 600 a minute over here? And there's 250 coming from here, and so we're getting 850. But we actually only need 750 for this whole factory. But that was intentional, because this line, under some circumstances, could come in short. And if this factory doesn't have enough silica, then eventually its machines will halt, which will back up the scrap, which will back up everything, and then it'll crash and just break. Now, what do I do about scrap overflow? Because I guess that also, even if the silica was exact, if the scrap overflow is being sunk, then it actually wouldn't be an issue. But maybe the scrap just can't be an issue, as long as we're getting the quartz. Which, I mean, I guess something bad could happen on the quartz line. In theory, there could be train issues or train changing, and in the interim, it causes a shortage while some things are like being built or whatever. I don't know how fast the quartz is actually coming in via the trains anyway. There's no chance at the speed that it's being mined at. There is actually no way. It's probably like a quarter of that. Which is kind of depressing. That is even worse than I was hoping. This isn't even enough. This is actually not enough. That is shocking. We're gonna have to, like, triple train that. Wait, so then these machines are gonna start to... are gonna start to fail. The only reason they're still running is because I had this, like, massive buffer. And yeah, since this is draining, this would not be... this would still be full if... well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that train number isn't, like, completely accurate because of just the change in this, the recent change in the system. That was quartz coming in. No, I lied, that's coal. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, that's more like it. This is, like, fine then. And if I go back down, the box will probably basically be full. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so that's fine. That's good. How is the scrap doing? Last we checked, this was, like, hovering between 50 and 56, 57. Oh, no, it's got more now. And this is running at 98% efficiency. Is that still just startup cost, or what's the deal with that? It's not like this is having trouble outputting. I think that's still just startup cost. But why are these, like, filling? The silica is fine. The silica actually is being fed silica faster than it needs. It's being fed silica at a rate of... how much is this? 270 divided by 4? Which is 67.5. But it only needs 56.25. So the silica going up makes sense. But the aluminum scrap is 67.5. And there's 4 of them, so this is at a rate of... oh, that's not good. What? Hello? Oh! It's being limited by something. There's gotta be a bad belt somewhere. Not that one. Wait, no. The numbers on the machines are wrong. Yeah, no, this is wrong. This is just wrong. It should be 75. Isn't that, like, the normal amount? No. How much do I have to go to make it 75? Ah, God, this is, like, worse than I thought, because it's gonna be... it's 5/6. Like every other machine on the system, it's 5/6. Okay, but now these belts aren't gonna be big enough. Okay, I just need to fix it. It's fine. Glad I caught that. Ah, jeez. I'm gonna fill my inventory with aluminas. With scrap and, silica. Okay, so those are good, but I need to fix these belts. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is already tier 3. Okay, I just need to do that for each of these. Okay, fix the belts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since I've got this out, let's do that first over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paste. 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 So we're getting a total of 200 out. Which makes sense, because that means we're getting a total of 600 across the 3 groups here, and it's 600 bauxite in, 600 ingots out. That is how this process looks when you use all the recipes that I'm using. Oh my god, this is running at 100%. That is incredible. These have been running like this whole time that I've been fixing stuff. Okay, so now if I go over here and check one of these machines, they should have, like, less than 10 scrap. Okay, fine. This one's hovering between 9 and, like, 15. Pretty consistently. I'll come back in a bit and see if that's still true. Okay, so what about these guys now? How are they doing in their silica reduction? This is 100%. The silica is all going out, which does still mean that we will have here and there some like, small bits of silica going into the sink. Only after these machines fill up. Which isn't going to happen for a while, really. Okay, this is still just going between 9 and 15. I think this is good. And yeah, this full system is getting barely more silica than it needs, so that means it's going to take quite a while for it to fill up. Okay, next step. We're getting, I say, 200 aluminum ingots a minute coming out of these foundries. So I can either assembler constructor into aluminum casing. I guess I would just do 4 and like super underclock these. That would be fine. And then also copper. So that would be in an, I think it's an assembler. Is it an assembler or a foundry? Yeah. These guys. 30 a minute. So again, I could underclock and make, how do I want to do that? Getting 200 a minute. It's like a harder number to split. I could split it into 8. Yeah, that would work. Split it into 8 and then underclock these to 25. That would be simple numbers. If I wanted to do like a group. Now the question is, should I do like 2 sheet and 1 casing? 2 casing, 1 sheet, or like some mixture? We do have a lot of extra casing, but when it comes to the actual automation of stuff, I think the casing is used more. The sheets are used for heat sinks. And that is it. These are like alternate recipes, I guess. What does the wiki say? I mean, and they're used in conveyor belts, obviously, but they're used in superposition oscillators, apparently. And then they're also used in alternate recipe classic battery. Okay. It says that for like a single machine, quantum encoder, it would consume 45 aluminum sheets a minute for the superposition oscillator. And for the heat sinks, it's 37.5 a minute. How much would I expect to get if I had... Yeah, I mean, it would just be 200. Which is still enough for both of those things twice. Although I think the heat sinks you probably need more. Well, I don't know. And the classic battery is like a question mark. Now, on the other hand, what needs aluminum casing? Wait, this says the drone port uses it too. And the nuclear power. Well, that's all construction. That's not a big deal. Aluminum casing. Is used in normal batteries. Radio control units at 40 a minute. And you probably want more than 2.5 a minute. Fused modular frames at 75 a minute, and you probably want more than 1.5 a minute of these. Yeah, I think I should do double casing and single single sheet. it could be more fine-grained. We could add another, you know, thing, but for now, I think this is probably good. Okay, so let's just let this run. I'm gonna go back to base and maybe eat some machines or something. Eventually, the bauxite, like, buffer is gonna empty out, and then we're gonna be relying on the trains, unfortunately sub 600 speed, and that is going to start to slow everything down to like 80%-ish. But I'm willing to let that happen and see like what the result is. I'm stupid. I always do this.
Badoop.
Hey, what's up? Still running.
Okay.
I've built the ingot foundries, so we're up to ingots now, and then I'm gonna, you know, the next step is the next step. I'm gonna make, so we're getting 600 ingots a minute, in theory. I mean, once the bauxite is a problem, then we're not, but, you know, well, we'll figure out what to do about that, hopefully. That should be a solvable problem. Just have to fix it. To fix the trains, or add a train, or whatever it needs to be.
Oh, I got booted at some point. The server even up?
I've been playing.
Oh, weird. I got booted and server didn't go down.
Fun. Apparently if you get kicked, the server doesn't go down.
I wonder if it updated. Tip number 40, rude. I'll put my stream up, I guess.
Gotcha.
Map? Why is my map, like, very unexplored right now?
Don't know.
Oh, there you go. It loaded.
Holy.
I had, like, the vision from the radio towers, and that was it. And where I'm currently standing, all, like, my map history was gone.
Incredible.
Seems to be back. I really did explore most of the map.
Yeah.
Like the spot in the north that you didn't do.
Yeah, I didn't do the northern spires or the, like, dune cliffs.
And there's some like highland areas that you didn't do.
Yeah. Although... Oh, no, this, well, the highland stuff is, like, actually mostly nothing. The big splotch on the kind of east central area, that is the radioactive forest, or whatever the heck that place is. That place sucks. It's, like, almost worse than the redwood forest. At least in the redwood forest, you can see what you're doing. I also haven't actually done the swamp. Which... It's on the map somehow, but I have not explored it, because, again, I don't want to go down there, and the monsters are annoying. But... It's got stuff. It's worth going to. I'll do it eventually. Probably soon. So, I mean, this is...
I guess what have I missed?
Silica's being uploaded.
Okay, cool.
I put summer sloops in the in the encased industrial beam like machine. There's one, so I'm just like, okay, well, I just doubled our encased industrial beams. That was easy. It's still terrible, but you
I
know.
see that we only have 500 still, so
What do you mean? It
I
should
don't
be
know how many you're
uploading.
making.
I'm not using any.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? 500 is the max.
Then yeah, I don't know how many there are right
Yeah,
now.
there's like a, I don't know, half a double chest maybe. Would be my guess.
Yeah. Got some factories? I don't know. I just got on. I just started playing this game, and there's just an entire like factory built over here. Some idiots wasted a lot of time over here.
Some poor soul. Oh yeah. How do you win? We put those 1,000 things into the giant space elevator. Numbers in the top right corner are our goals.
Just went over the ladder. Yeah, I mean, there looks like some of the things I thought we would need to do, we don't need to do to actually beat the game. So there's also a bit of like, do we want to, when do we want to stop? Are we going to stop at like, the when we finish the story part of the game, or are we going to like go for some like goal of like building all the manufacturing of stuff or something else? When does the game get interesting? Well, see, the problem is that we haven't fought the demons yet.
Be right back.
This game's all about building hallways, as you know. Materials. I don't even know what I'm missing. It says I have all the things. Oh, it's rubber. Unfortunately, I can't just go and grab all the rubber because a train's like taking it all somewhere. I'll stop when Zelda drops. Maybe. When does that come out again? Kind of a pretty stupid amount of this I have to build. Hmm. We got plastic. don't know where this thing gets dropped off. Here's plastic. This rubber should be right here.
Alright, what's wrong?
I'm just manually collecting some of these resources.
Of what?
You know where copper sheets are?
Yeah, if you go to where the steel is, you like keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah. You'll see another factory like kind of beyond where the industrial beams are. There's should be like a ton. Oh yeah, this is actually good. Wait, is it? No, why is that happening? Is it because the quartz isn't sufficient? Quartz should be sufficient. These are both like... Ah! Wait, no. No, where's the mistake in the math here? Oh, yeah, there's the mistake. Okay, now we might be getting some overflow eventually, but that should... kick this into gear here. Yeah, I think so. This is still having a lot of trouble outputting.
Which is?
This is one machine. This is... Three should be totally fine here. I guess it's like the inverse manifold problem is all this is. Now, unfortunately, this is like fine, even if it doesn't like, work at 100%. That may help slightly. If I just manually unclog these, that would also potentially do the trick.
I'm sure what these are.
Okay, so is this guy over here still at 9 and 15? 9 to 15. Or is the bauxite like starved enough now that this is like a problem? Oh yeah, no, this is still stable. Okay, yeah, that's good. And this is still running at 100% as well. So all these machines are. Yeah, all of the bauxite and the aluminum solution and all that stuff is running at 100% right now.
Pretty cool.
Which, again, once the bauxite's like buffer runs out, it's gonna be like 80% or whatever, but this seems to just be working.
You just did the thing we talked about.
The simple, like, non-merging solution, yeah. I need to, like, extremely clean this up, because I just kind of deleted pipes to make things, like, work out, but...
I still think it can fail, that pipe fills, but... I think the idea is just that you set it up in a way that it always prioritizes things in a way that makes it not happen.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the output doesn't get blocked, like the aluminum scrap output doesn't get blocked, it should be fine.
Yeah, well, that can happen.
Not if it's getting sunk on an overflow splitter.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you always make sure the output's never blocked. And usually these situations are about handling when something isn't working correctly, the machine doesn't just get completely bricked.
Right.
You're always thinking it and you always supply, then you don't have to worry about the issue where it doesn't work because it will always work.
Yep. Yep.
Nice flat piece of concrete. As far as the eye can see.
Beautiful. Alright, so I'm gonna start making the factory that makes the copper, or the sheets, and the casing. So I have like 3 lines here that make 200 ingots each. My plan is to turn one of those lines into sheets and 2 of the lines into casing. Just based on like a cursory look at which recipes use what, generally it seems like we need more casing.
Okay.
And you know, any sheets needed for building, obviously that's fine, but
Do we need? Don't we also need canisters?
Automated?
Isn't it literally like in the recipe for like one of these buildings we have to make?
Canisters?
Yeah, the gas canisters or fuel canister, whatever it's called.
I mean, I know what you're talking about. Give me a second. I don't think you need... It's called empty fluid tank. You can use it to package ionized fuel, nitric acid, nitrogen gas, and package rocket fuel. Those are the 4 things that get packaged by it. Is that really it? Weird.
Aren't that many gases?
And the only thing that you can do with them is unpackage them. So the question is, are any of the packaged things used in recipes, right?
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Like
well, ionized fuel,
like...
no. Nitric acid, no. Nitrogen gas is used in an alternate recipe turbo pressure motor. This looks awful. I'm just gonna go on record and say that that looks like a bad alternate recipe, but... I mean, not the least of reasons being that it requires packaged nitrogen gas, but it also requires pressure conversion cubes. I mean, I guess that the... Yeah, and pressure conversion cubes, like, also needs nitrogen in the process. That is Oh no, it doesn't. Never mind. No, but yeah, no, it does, because fused modular frames use nitrogen, and you can't package it for that part. Yeah, that just seems dumb. I don't know, maybe it's the most power efficient?
I'm honestly just not concerned about power, like, at all.
I don't know. The other turbo motor recipes use radio control units. Which... yeah, I mean, they use aluminum casing. I guess.
Okay, fine.
Okay, but there's one more. Packaged rocket fuel. Packaged rocket fuel, plus dark matter crystals creates ionized fuel.
Okay, it's like an alternate.
It's an alternate recipe for ionized fuel that skips
power. The power shards.
The power shards? Yeah. Which, I mean, is fair, I guess. I don't know if that's actually better, or if it's just simpler or whatever. But it would require empty fuel tanks in the system.
Well, I'm not gonna worry about that right now then. Maybe in the future we can change the distribution or add more
it's
bauxite.
not too hard to change the distribution.
I assume you have like a recipe or whatever for more aluminum.
What do you mean?
Like if you want to add more bauxite to your system, like do you have like a quick way to do that?
No. Just have to, like, make a duplicate factory.
But do you have any blueprints?
There are blueprints.
Okay. Oh, it's lighting up because of the collision stuff. Okay.
Well, one thing I will say is that almost everything on this system is underclocked to exactly 5/6. Like, basically every single machine is 5/6 here. So actually, yeah, just adding, 6/5 more bauxite would be possible pretty easily.
You mean 1/6?
Whatever it is, yeah.
And like, I assume that it requires adding belts. I mean, it probably just makes more sense just to add more buildings, or just doubling the factory and doubling the source or whatever.
Yeah. Which you definitely can do, where it's like, this is only one bauxite node, and in fact, it's a tier 2 miner, so like, literally just upgrade that miner and...
I assume we'll want to get a lot more aluminum and stuff.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this factory is, like, quite large, so, like, the logistics of adding a second one and getting the bauxite over there is, like, not trivial, but... Well, getting the bauxite, and the silica, and the coal, and the copper. I mean, yeah.
Well, if you train them in...
Yes, we are training them in. I'm just saying, like, we'd almost want to train them into a different station that's, like, right next to this one, like, over on the other side of the factory. But, yeah.
Good. I mean, you should... Yeah, I don't know.
I also don't know.
Build another layer.
That would also work. Well, except for the fact that there's water going in, but yeah. I literally built this on the water for that very reason. There's like no pumps or whatever.
You and your pumps.
Me and my pumps.
They use so little power.
Ah, I think the bauxite has finally started to starve. Yeah, these are dropping. If I look at the buffer, it's probably empty. I could just look at the lines, actually. No, there's bauxite coming in. Maybe this just came in. Yeah, I think it just came in. So these are gonna start to turn back on now.
I'm gonna be really sad when I know this eventually just is not gonna function at all.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Just very time-consuming construction, and
Sure.
it's gonna suck when it doesn't work, and I have to like make a major change everywhere.
Yeah.
The main thing I'm really worried about right now is that these pipe runs are really, really long,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm afraid that like something about the simulation is gonna horribly fail.
Mm.
Because I noticed I was a little nervous when I said I have a really, really long run. It's not nearly as long as this for producing, or for not for producing, but for the input, output, whatever of what's it called? Sulfuric acid,
Mm.
and that was like taking. It wasn't like flowing correctly. It was taking forever to fill the pipe up.
Mm.
I was like, what is going on? And the only thing I can attribute to it is the fact that the run was really long. I basically did like a bunch of small, like medium length loops or whatever. It was just like, since the supply was so low, I just had one giant loop that like snakes between all of the machines. It was not happy about that.
I see.
Another problem I may have had is I had a lot of like elevation changes on the run, so it was not just like a flat circle or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It has like a lot of like going up and down, like it's like a big, sawtooth pattern on the loop. It's possible that that was causing issues, which this loop doesn't have. This one's flat. Are those display screens flanking the pipes? Yeah, they're just lights. But it has no power. Lights, signs have no power consumption.
But
It
they do
only really
provide
doesn't
light.
like, huh?
But they do provide light.
But they do provide light. The one thing I noticed is that like if I want to make this like technically look better in quotes, I can change the floor from being concrete to being like another material. I actually didn't even realize that there were other materials. And well, one, I can just kind of give everything like a chrome finish, and this is free. And you can see how it's like shiny. If I like do this, you can see how like you can see like the lights reflecting and stuff like that. But another option that like honestly looks even better is to use the actual materials. And there's like this one. Like this one actually looks really good. You can tell the reflection isn't perfect. It's got some issues with generating the reflective map, but that's fine. I mean, it's supposed to be fast. And you can also technically color these. If I could give it like a color or whatever. So like the lights kind of come out even better. Yeah, having like lights and stuff in blueprints is really where in most like kind of setups I think they don't offer too much, to be honest. But if you put lights, or if you some certain pipe configurations are really annoying to place, and it's nice having it automated. So like these pipes have this like up bend like this. This is like a really tedious like way to place a pipe, and so that like alone saves like a lot of time. Maybe build a giant turbo fuel base. Well, let me tell you, they can be pretty giant. The new like fuel sources are like pretty insane with like how much like fuel is produced. But they didn't add any new generators. There's no like tier 2 fuel generator or whatever that like consumes power at like a faster rate or whatever. I would have loved something like that to exist. And so because of that, this factory here, so there's like we got heavy oil, and then here it makes fuel, and then we were making turbo fuel. Then up there, that's compacted coal. There's a factory behind here that you can't see that's making sulfuric acid, and this thing's making rocket fuel. And this is consuming right now 3 oil lines, so 3 pure oil lines. What it's consuming. So there's actually more oil here than that. There's actually slightly more than 4 lines available, but I just took 3. And this produces enough power for 600 fuel generators. It's like such a stupid number. And you're like, surely there's a better source of power in the game. And you're like, not really? I mean, the only other thing that produces more power than this is the nuclear power plant. So if you wanted the equivalent, you would need to build 60 of these. But that has like so many problems. Like, we're probably not doing nuclear in this
Yeah,
case. Nuclear's got so many problems with it, and they added like solutions to it in quotes, but it just produces so much less power for the fuel input. The only saving grace for nuclear is that uranium has like literally no other use. But it's like, if you consider all the other resources you have to pour into nuclear to make it work, it's yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of nuclear in this game. We did nuclear in our previous playthrough.
Kind of.
Yeah, we did proper. If you're nuclear, then we stop playing the game, basically. Then you can use something that's easy to produce, like pasta. Well, I mean, this is already producing plenty of power for that. But also, all you really need for nuclear pasta is some batteries. Oh, lag. Hello. Okay. Are you okay there, game?
No.
My
I mean, we've already made 100 nuclear pasta for
is
the
this is
previous,
this me? Are you also like frame rate dead right now?
I'm fine.
I really want to disconnect and restart my game.
Um,
This is
should I get to a spot where that makes sense to do, or
yeah, I think so.
give me
It
a...
was fine, and then I placed like one blueprint too many, and now it just can't recover. And I'm afraid that I've like hit some like critical mass of buildings where I no longer am able to play the game. Are you good?
Yeah, the game just auto-saved anyway, I
Yeah.
guess.
Exit to desktop. Confirm. Oh, so much better. I can move my mouse now. Crazy. I assume you can't reconnect, right?
Correct.
Is that Mark 1 or 2? Is what Mark 1 or 2? Oh, blueprint. It's a Mark 2 blueprint. Sorry. My chat was like slightly scrolled up apparently. Let's see the last word. It's I'm really just waiting for Mark 3 to come out. That would have saved me a lot of time with this one. If I had Mark 3 blueprint, then I can like fit 4 generators in one blueprint instead of just 2. That seems to be up. How big is the server? It's my computer. The server was fine. It was just like this. I mean, only so it's fine. So the server's
Yeah, the
playing
server was
fine.
actually
It just.
fine, yeah.
I think the problem was that I think I didn't forgot to quit last night, and so the game was running for the last like
Ah.
30 hours or whatever. So it was my game. The reason why I had to kick only is because there's a bug in the game. I'm pretty sure this last blueprint needs to not be here. There's a bug in the game where if the player who is flagged as the admin to the server leaves the game, then the server goes offline.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. You haven't seen it. It's only for dedicated servers. It's been like a reported bug, and it's been an issue since 1.0 came out. Wait, 9. This build that make this building too big? No, 9 is correct because it's supposed to be 18. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 18, not 8. I mean, I am running on the same like IP, so it's possible that's related to the issue. But there's people who are reporting that that was a problem even when they were hosting. Um, like even like when that wasn't the case. I don't know. But I tried connecting to the server through like external IP, so not connecting it locally to the network, and it was still failing. What's up?
Why can't I select conveyor belts? What the heck? That was weird.
Change this blueprint to be the correct number. Wait, why did the fuel generator... It's gonna be approximate.
What the heck is going on over here?
It's approximately 280 of these. Oh, wait, two. And I'm out of materials again.
Ugh, I cannot get this right. Man, okay. Ugh.
How I like in the cloud storage, it's really convenient.
Yeah, it's good.
Big fan of it. I'm kind of getting hit by it a little bit because it's like the amount of things I need to produce. Like we have a lot more things that I need to produce, but they're not like uploading at the rate for me to use them because I just need them such ridiculous quantities that it's a problem. Like I probably should just go back and get more again.
Bold of you to assume that there's more.
There is. I didn't take everything. The problem is I just need so many I can't even fit them in my inventory.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, that's only given you 5 more stacks. So...
There's like there was a thought that crossed my mind of like I wonder if I set up like a logistic train just to send me my like resources for building this like building.
build a drone. That would be funny.
Yeah, initially when we first unlocked it, it was like didn't really affect construction very much. It was mostly just nice having a way to like when you're out in the field, you can like upload things or you can get stuff or like sometimes there's like, hey, can you give me this item and you can like upload it for someone else. That was pretty convenient. Oh no. My frame rate just like it died again. See if I can figure out what is going on. Probably like closing some programs. Okay, OBS for some reason is consuming like my entire frame rate, my entire GPU. Let's see if this is like a setting. I assume OBS is like I'm like encoding millions of frame drops or whatever. Okay. Did that help? Okay, OBS is using fewer frames now. My GPU is not just maxed constantly. Could try dropping the quality. I mean, it's OBS that's dying. OBS is the thing that's like using all my frames. Try dropping fidelity, I guess. In game. Did that do anything? Not even slightly. Yeah, it's not the game, it's just OBS apparently decided that my computer's gonna die.
Sorry to hear that.
Do I need to restart my stream?
Maybe.
Settings. Plus. Yeah, I'm gonna take the stream down real quick and see if taking OBS down fixes my problem.
Gotcha.
Close OBS, the game runs fine. I like doing a recording first before I like. Okay. When recording, it's fine. OBS didn't like go up at all. I try start stream. It's fine. I'm screen tearing real hard now though, so I limited the frame rate. Wait, where's... Here.
Holy crap, I maxed out my 19 power pole. Oh no, there's one more spot.
Yeah, that's kind of on the downside of that, is that sometimes it can be a little hard to find the spot to click.
Yeah. I mean, it's still insanely good though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of the mega power pole.
It really shouldn't exist.
Don't worry about it.
Right, there's no buffer here, I forgot. Yeah, like the game was running fine, and then like suddenly I just hit like a point where it's just like, no, the game is no longer running, and OBS decided to just eat everything. Causing a lot of sparkle effects, I'll admit. I'm sure this is not a happy time for my GPU.
You can probably turn some of those effects down, but...
Maybe.
Dang, I was doing so well. A little bit of clipping here. I think I have to accept that though, it's gonna be way too annoying to fix.
problem is these aren't producing that much light. Is there like a setting I have to turn on?
Yeah, that'll probably make your GPU run even worse or whatever.
It's not like GPU, it's the OBS. What's the setting called?
Lumen or something?
Global illumination?
That sounds right.
Well,
Is it brighter?
it's darker by a lot.
Just as intended.
Because this is not nearly enough light. There's like this weird effect that that's always had in this game where you like stare at one of the lights, like get close to the light and look at it. Like everything gets darker, and then you look away, everything's really dark and it gets brighter. I think it's something like, you know, HSL or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the moral is I need to put like lights on the ceiling because this is just way too dark otherwise. All right, options, video, illumination.
Oh no, this is wrong after all.
It's quick wire now, huh?
Whoa.
Really something.
Oh, this is also clipping. God dang it. This whole factory is like just barely not fit.
Mm.
Well, it's fine. I think. I don't think anything like breaks as a result. Oh, I have to power this whole thing. Right. That is important, I guess. Alright, blueprints. Power. Double pull Mark 1 is not enough.
Okay. I don't know, finish this and then we'll do the floor later. To get this hooked up. Okay. I think that somehow like broke the sound effects in some way because these are not making any noises when I place these blueprints.
Strange. Let's see. Alright, we are officially making, automating, and uploading aluminum sheets. So you can
Oh
kind of
yeah.
just belt 5 things around wherever you want, really. I mean,
That's good news.
yeah. I may like shut it off periodically as I build out the rest of this stuff, but
Part of me wants to like go back to like every single tier 4 belt and replace it with a tier 5 belt. I'm like that desperate for steel beams, industrial beams, whatever.
yeah.